Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here and you like the content, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up. In this video I will begin to explain what is San Chi DAO and how did we get here. So I will explain a little bit about the name, how it relates to our concept, and what makes it a little bit different from other martial arts. So let's get into it. I would like to start with saying that this is not talking bad about other martial arts. Just because we went our own way does not mean I don't like other martial arts. I love all other martial arts and I think there is a lot of good things in all martial arts. What we did is trying to take the good principles and the good ideas from the different martial arts and bring them together in what we do. And also I will later be doing a series on other martial arts and what I love about them, because I'm really tired of seeing people on YouTube doing videos where all their channel is about putting down other martial arts and just saying, oh, this is bad and that is bad and they are so bad and oh my god. Whenever I come across that, I immediately go away. I don't want to hear about it because I think it's really a waste of time, because you close your eyes and you don't see all the good things that people are doing when you're only looking at the negative. So I will be doing another series about that. But in this one, we will be talking about the name San Chi DAO. How did we come about that and where did we get to that point? To show how it looked like, this is our logo. And San Chi DAO is written with Latin capitals, and also in the middle you can see Japanese characters. So San is the number 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is the name reflects our concept, which means control the 3 heights. San Chi, Chi means energy, and Do means the way. So you can say the name is the way of the 3 energies, or the way of the 3 heights: high, middle and low. So we need to control these 3 parts in all of our techniques. That is our concept, and that is what makes San Chi DAO so special. The number 3 is not something I came up with. It has been used for thousands of years, back in old times. It comes back from the original yin and yang. You have the positives and the negatives, and then you have the balance in the middle. So that is 1, 2, 3. So also there it begins, you can see the beginning of it. And the first time I was introduced to this way of doing techniques was actually in 1995, when I was on a seminar with Professor Yamao. And he was showing some Jiu-Jitsu techniques where he was controlling the guy in a way so that he could not hit him or do anything to him while he was doing the technique. And at the time I thought, okay, it's complicated, but it's a really good idea. Why don't everybody do that all the time? But in 1995 I had only trained martial art for 4 or 5 years. So for me, I was just intermediate, so I didn't know a lot about why don't you do this all the time, because that was a really good idea, I thought. And then later, when I started doing Wing Chun, they did it a lot more. They had a lot more protection when they were punching and kicking. And I thought, this is really great. And this is a good way to do it. And actually they destroyed a lot of my Jiu-Jitsu techniques, because every time I was doing a Jiu-Jitsu technique, they would just hit me or kick me or something. So I would have to eat the punch or eat the kick and then choke them and then arm lock them. And that is not good enough for me, because I don't want to take a lot of punishment before I can get them into a choke or before I can get them into an arm lock. So of course I wanted to learn more about this. And then when I completed my Wing Chun training with Sifu Jan Dahl in 2004, the last programs in the Wing Chun curriculum is about the legs. So And then you were told, now you can combine arm and legs freely. And I was like, okay, it takes 20 years to get to the top of the Wing Chun system, and then you learn the legs. You know, I was like, I want to put the legs in right away, because arms and legs should be combined at the beginning, not after 20 years. And of course, in Wing Chun, you get some basic footworks and turnings and so on, but the more advanced stuff you get in the Leontine system, which was the Wing Chun system that I did, you get them at the very least, or at least at that time when I trained. That is 20 years ago now, but at that time, maybe they're still doing that, I don't know. But I was like, when I came from a judo and jiu-jitsu background, and when you do a judo throw, you use your whole body right away. You use the upper body and the lower body at the same time to throw somebody. And the same in jiu-jitsu, that was no problem. You kick and punch at the same time. But for some strange reason, the curriculum in the Leontine Wing Chun that I trained, they use almost all the time doing the hand techniques, and then they add the legs, the more advanced techniques, later on. And I didn't want to do that. I want to use the legs right away, because I think it's more effective. If you're combining the legs and the arms at the beginning, it's more harder for the opponent to know what to do when you are attacking or defending yourself. So that was in 2004, and that was when we announced that, okay, we will go our separate ways. So the first name, we called our system Wing Chun Do. That means Wing Chun, but in a little bit different way. The Do is the way that things are done. And at that time, around 80% of our system was Wing Chun. It was their curriculum, just done with the leg in front, and some throws and some locks that comes from my Jiu-Jitsu background. And we actually did that for quite some time. But over time, as we got more into weapons training, and also we were refining, as time went by, we were refining our Jiu-Jitsu technique so that they interlocked with the Wing Chun punching and kicking technique, so that you were protected while you were doing your technique. So more and more the Jiu-Jitsu element came in, and also the weapons. And so when people look at our sign, Wing Chun Do, they didn't see the Do. They only saw the Wing Chun, come and train. And when they come in, it's like, that's not Wing Chun. They're doing throws and locks and everything that is not Wing Chun. So we were like, okay, what should we do about this? When there's a Wing Chun sign, or Wing Chun Do as we called it at the time, people see the Wing Chun and they want to train Wing Chun. So it's both positive and a little bit negative, because some people, they love Wing Chun. So of course it gives customers to the business. But also when they come in and we start to show locks and throws, and they say, oh, that is not Wing Chun, that is not what I signed up for. And then we have to start explaining, but it says Wing Chun Do. This is the Wing Chun, this is the Do. And you have to like explain what is the difference and why did we go our separate ways and so on. So we decided to change the name to San Chi DAO, to like start on afresh and bring in the concept into the name. The concept is we want to control all three highs. We want to control high, middle, and low. That is the sun, 1, 2, 3. The upper energy, the middle energy, and the lower energy in all our techniques. I will do other videos where I go into more details about the principles and how they work together. But in this video, primarily I want to explain the name and our concept and how we got to where we are. So in 2020, we decided to change the name to San Chi DAO to get our concept in the name. So that when people ask, okay, what is San Chi DAO? Well, this is the three energies way, San Chi DAO, three energies ways, or the three heights as a way. So this is the governing concept idea. Our theories are in three divisions. We have the concept, we have the theories, and we have the principles. And the concept is the most important things. That is, you have to control the three heights at all time. This is the most important thing. If you're not controlling the three heights, it's not San Chi DAO. So you can say the concept dictates a little bit how are the techniques going to look like. And the theory helps you to get into the techniques, and the principles, they add more power to your techniques. They make them more effective. So every time you add another principle to a technique, it makes it more effective. And I will get into that specifically in other videos, where I will take one principle at a time and make examples of how it works when you combine different principles, and that will make the technique more effective. That is it for today. Thank you for staying with me to the end. Please subscribe, it really helps the channel, and I'm looking forward to making the next video. I don't know exactly what that is going to be about, but I have a couple of ideas in mind. I want to do a series on what I like about other martial arts, and I also want to explain individual principles, theories and concepts that we use in San Chi DAO. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a nice day to all of you.